San Francisco State University professor previously named in a lawsuit over allegations of anti-Semitism on campus. Well, she's now suing the school.
Joining us now is attorney Brooke Goldstein, executive director of the Lawfare Project. Brooke, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So, Brooke, break this down for me. Why is she actually the one? Now, she posted this very controversial image to not only her own private account, but also the school's official Facebook account that many have labeled anti-Semitic, and somehow now she's the one suing the school?
Exactly. She was a named defendant in one of the lawsuits that the Lawfare Project brought on behalf of Jewish students and community members suing San Francisco State University for Title VI violations, creating a hostile environment against Jewish students, also First Amendment violations, and of course Rabab Abdulhadi was at the center of this. This is a very radical professor at San Francisco State University who has ties to Hamas-dominated universities, who led a trip where she invited students to meet with members of a designated terrorist group, the Palestinian Front for the Liberation of Palestine. She routinely engages in harassment and discrimination against Jewish students, and she recently unlawfully posted on the Facebook page of SFSU a very racist line saying Zionism equals racism, attacking the ethnic and cultural identity of Jewish students. And she has now turned around in a typical frivolous lawsuit meant to intimidate the school and sued the school because they are trying to contain her attack on Jewish students.
So, Brooke, we've reached out to the school and the professor's attorney for a statement. No response yet. We'll see if we get one. But your point is, so Jewish students at that university feel targeted by a professor specifically because of their religion and their background. And now when they win a favorable settlement, not only does the professor not get fired, she continues with her anti-Semitic behavior and sues the school itself. I mean, what does it say about this, the status of higher education and the view of Israel in these places?
Well, exactly. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. Instead of being happy that the school reached a settlement that perfectly and legally ensures that the school lives up to its civil rights obligations, that does not allow any type of targeting or discrimination against a minority community, the Jewish populace, she turns around and sues the school and continues to post discriminatory and offensive messaging. And what this says is that there are professors like Rabab at schools across the country who are degrading the educational system, who are spreading radicalization, anti-Americanism, and of course anti-Semitism. And by the way, a lot of these schools have partnerships and are funded with foreign governments such as Qatar. One of the largest state sponsors of terrorism, for example, has a relationship with Duke University, where they're funding a teacher training program for teachers from K to 12. They're funding Northwestern University campuses, Georgetown University campuses abroad, all in an effort to radicalize American college and university students.
Or at the very least, normalize radical ideas within American culture, which is what they try to do.
And indoctrinate our students. It is very clear.
You know, Brooke, it sounds a little too common for professors who have backgrounds like this, who have exhibited behavior like this, to be protected by these institutions. What's your prediction for how this will go down in this particular case? And what kind of recourse do these students have who feel threatened by the fact that a teacher like this is protected by the university to an extent?
Well, students have civil rights. You know, my organization, the Lawfare Project, we provide pro bono legal services to dozens and dozens of students. We receive phone calls 3 to 4 times a week from Jewish students who are targeted on American college campuses. They have rights. The most important thing is to know your rights, know how to recognize a free speech violation, know how to recognize a Title VI violation. And what I think is going to happen at San Francisco State University is I hope they will live up up to the obligations that they are legally obligated to live up to under the settlement that we reached with them. And the Lawfare Project will do everything that it can to ensure that the terms of the settlement are enforced, and Rabab Abdulhadi and professors like her are no longer allowed to engage in unlawful discrimination against Jewish students on that campus.
That's what it's about. Brooke, thank you very much for your time and the work you do at the Lawfare Project. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.